Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List, the show dedicated to everything there is to see, do, and experience right here in the Lone Star State. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and whenever we're on the road, every so often we need to find an oasis. And when we are in West Texas, we happen to come across one in Alpine at the Big Bend Brewing Company. The wild but peaceful wilderness of West Texas is like no other place on planet Earth. With majestic mountains, prickly plants, and a dry whipping wind, it's safe to say you might get a little parched in these parts, particularly during the summer months. But fear not if you find yourself in Alpine. Here, there's a watering hole dedicated to this beautiful piece of Texas.
Cheers.
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 Ooh,
Oh, no,
cheers.
you don't cheers.
I know, I'm almost out.
Oh.
We share this common belief that we can achieve greatness out here.
Jan Matisiak ain't exactly got the kind of accent you'd expect to find here.
So what are you doing out here in West Texas?
Oh man, that's a good question, right?
The native German is the brewmaster at the Big Bend Brewing Company, a brewery with a unique distinction.
The most remote brewery in the continental United States. Trees and grass, we don't do out here.
But then again, being isolated with an IPA in your hand is never a bad thing.
Oh, that's a good pale ale right there. What?
I mean, sometimes it's challenging because everything takes like 3 times as long. When you're waiting for a delivery, you always have to plan ahead because sometimes the delivery services is like, nah, sorry, we decided not to show up today.
West Texas problems.
Exactly, hashtag, yeah. Hashtag West Texas rules, yes, exactly.
The unusual working conditions also make for a unique sort of beer. In a world where craft beer has big, bold flavors, it's hard to imagine those types of beers quenching your thirst out in the hot desert. Somehow, Big Bend Brewing found a way.
Actually refreshing.
Not too strong, not too light, you know, it's just like perfect.
A mark of a good beer is that you want to have more than one.
Gotta have something to refresh you after all this heat.
We are not living somewhere in the ice desert. You know, like we're trying to quote unquote engineer our beers, even the ones with a little bit more oomph, with a little bit more alcohol, in a way that they're still refreshing, as much as it's, of course, at that point possible.
Now, a Mexican-style lager will always fit the bill when it's time to fiesta in these fiery temperatures.
Woo! Who's ready to party?
All right.
But don't forget about the chilly evenings out in the desert. A perfect time for a porter.
It's time to pull the porter.
My favorite's probably the porter.
Wow.
All right, porter. So we call it a robust porter, 6.4% alcohol. And now you have really full-bodied mouthfeel on the chocolate, toffee, hazelnut, a beer that is to be enjoyed a little bit slower, but it's definitely one that can be enjoyed. I'm curious about your...
Well, first off, I love the smell. Porters are always just got every smell.
I agree.
Took a sip and was like, that's primo stuff.
Well, one thing's for sure, every single one of these has been easy drinking. Very easy.
Thank you.
With several different styles to choose from, Jan is a busy brewer.
You know, it's like asking a mother what's her favorite child, right? I love them all equally.
Thanks to an unparalleled location and lovely assortment of lager libations, the Big Bend Brewing Company is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
You go to the national park, you go to the state park, Alpine, you gotta come to the brewery. It's part of it, part of the experience.
It's just on our list every time we come out here.
Well, if you come to Alpine and you don't visit breweries, that is like you didn't come to Alpine.
We are very pleased with what we have been able to create out here, and we just want to share it with the people, and I think that is a good reason to come out here and have a few beers with us.